and welcome to the Chooks TV. This is the Big Business Builders Show. I'm, I started a series on authentic selling, and today I continue along that line by considering what I call the three top things that good salespeople don't do. Why is it that I'm focusing on sales for you as a business owner? Is that particularly the times we're in now, so it brings to the fore that you must bring in the revenues. Then the revenue comes when you sell. And somehow I find it something that's like an oddity when you have a business owner who is not good in selling. And because selling is the number one business skill. If you understand selling, if you can sell very well, then that being what you as the owner of the business is very good at. It would help you to just have that skill or that as an attitude actually or a discipline, just filling the entire organization. If sales is important for even big organizations, much more for SMEs, because you've not grown so big to have separate department and a lot of salespeople, and so practically everybody who works in an SME must be involved directly or very closely to selling. And so, what Chooks considers the top three things that good salespeople don't do? The very first one on the list is that they don't sell products, they sell solutions. Um, sort of like reminds me of one of the definitions of prospecting. Prospecting is to find people who have the problem. And so when you meet someone who have the problem, uh, you don't sell your products. People are not looking for products. What people are looking for are solutions. Solutions. People are looking for results. People have pains, so that is what they are looking for. So you're not selling Panadol. What you are selling is pain relief. You are not selling books. What you are selling for is confidence. What you're selling is confidence. What are you selling? You are selling ability to do a lot of things. You're selling skills. You're not just selling a book. So you need to drill down to what are the real and tangible benefits, the value, the outcomes that people are looking for. That is what the good salespeople do. They don't sell products, they don't sell services, they sell solutions. Number two, what second thing do good salespeople don't do? They don't allow the sales process to be controlled by their prospect. And how do they do this? They do this because they are following a process. They are following a process. And so that helps them to stay in control. This, for me, personally, has been a tough one because most creative people, the challenge that they have is they generally tend to hate process. So, but I had to learn that process, when understood and mastered well, will even aid your creativity. It will allow your creativity to flow. And so, having a process that you follow will help you. Not that you're going to be dogmatic on it, but that you generally understand the framework of the process. So that is what you follow. And so it helps you to be in control of the sales conversation. And so that your prospect does not hijack it and dominates or is in control of that process. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about that good salespeople don't do is that they don't talk too much. This one is like a counterintuitive because generally the common idea that we have about salespeople is that they talk too much. As to one of the reasons why some people actually even hate selling is that they think that selling is about talking and talking. And so they say, no, me, I don't know how to talk. I don't talk, I don't know how to talk. They got the wrong idea. So how are good salespeople able not to fall into that trap that selling is equal to talking too much is that they mostly sell. Okay, you know the answer? They mostly sell with by asking questions. They ask very key, very pertinent, carefully thought out questions that elicits some discovery of the of the customers' issues and their goals and what's they been able to their frustration, what they've been able to do about it. And so with those carefully chosen questions, they're able to also working with the second one that I talked about, stay in control of the conversation. And just before I leave, I've only just talked about what good salespeople do, but the very great salespeople, they don't even sell. They make selling simply a matter of connections and conversation. They make it so natural that people buy without really knowing that they're buying. So it make it so easy. They make it so easy. They take out the pain out of selling from both ends because what they've learned to do is that they've actually looked at it that before you're selling, it's really you got to build that connection. You become their friend. You get your prospect to make that human connection that they like you know. And it's almost like for a very brief period, the kind of connection you've made, it sort of seem like they have known you for a long time. And it's sort of like also because you make that sort of connection and that you are communicating that empathy and authenticity, everything is so real because you are placing your client, you're placing the prospect's needs ahead of yours. So it's not really like, unlike what many people think that sales is about. Some people who are so aggressive, they are so pushy, so they just have their product. They want you to grab some things that you may not need. And so the great salespeople, they take out all this, they do everything, and counterintuitively that they make the sales not about themselves, not even about their products, but really about you. The 100% focus is about the client, it's about the customer that they're selling to. And who does not like to talk about themselves? Everybody down at the root of it really cares only about themselves. They don't care about you as a salesperson. So the great salespeople understand this so well, and so they're able to just use this human psychology to just aid their selling. Uh, and to encourage you in this, so as the business owner, you really need to make sales a discipline that you have a continuous learning on it. To start with, you could start asking yourself, go through your bookshelf, so how many sales and marketing books you have, so that could just help you to begin to know what sort of emphasis you have placed on sales. Sales really need to be at the very top of the emphasis. So it also happens that if you get good in sales, it will make you like, if you get good and then move on to being great in sales, almost make you really, really good with people, really good with people. And so that's one of the things why for me I love sales. Why I do that because it ties everything all together. It's what gives meaning to everything we do in the organization. And so I leave you here, and I'm going to be with you tomorrow. And so, about the I said three top things that good sales we don't do, but you might have your own list, and I would like to hear from you. What in your own practice, in your own business, you found out, so look, these are some things, that does not help you in sales. I'd like to hear from you. Good night.